Anyway, it's always a pleasure to provide feedback to Kelly because she's so good and it's such a challenge. To begin, there were three goals, and so I'll cover those very quickly and then go into a little more discrete feedback. The first was to be upbeat, and that's really kind of a strange thing to expect from Kelly because she is so upbeat, you can't even keep the lid on the place. So there was absolutely no trouble at any time during your entire talk, knowing that you were so full of it. It's like an extra cup of coffee or 12. I'm not sure what did it. So you certainly beat that goal. The other one was to have answers for the questions, because when you're trying to respond to questions in an impromptu fashion like this, if you're moderating a panel, for example, in the flesh, you normally need a little bit of time to kind of formulate your answer, which leads to ums and that kind of thing. Not a one. I was listening. You had almost immediate answers to every question. Now, I'm not going to comment on how good the answers were, but you had answers for almost every question. And your timing, of course, I had to monitor that. And you actually had about an extra 5 minutes of Q&A you could have pulled on that. Now, back to the specific introductory talk. Your opening was fantastic. It's nice to tell people where you're going to take them, and you did. And that's a great thing. You also were able to build credibility in your conversation, which is always important in any talk you give, is to earn the credibility of the listeners. By using those statistics about how many people are listening to podcasts, which is an impressive thing. It sounds like half of our country just goes and listens to podcasts. It's amazing how that is happening in this country. You also outlined that you were going to cover this specifically in 4 sections, which is another excellent technique to use in the talk. And you reminded me what section we were in as we went through it. You also tried to preempt or block future objections to your concept, which is also smart. And you did that pretty well. And you were also very quick in your responses. Now, if I was to suggest a little something to work on, you revved those responses up like a drag car at a drag strip. So they were coming out so quickly that you need to kind of slow your pace in your responses just a little bit because they were quick and they were fast. And you had 5 minutes to kill, so you didn't quite have to do it that fast. But it was great because you had answers for virtually everything. But it was a beautiful talk. You wrapped it up really well. You wrapped up your preempting talk, your opening, and you wrapped up the Q&A both with very nice comeback wraps to your little ribbon on your talk. So nice job, Kelly. Great.